Money Cold Hard Cash. Hi guys, and welcome back to Crypto Chester. My name is Chester, and today I'm going to be walking you through the crypto markets. First things first, we're going to talk about Bitcoin here on the short-term time frame. Then we're going to be hitting up the midterm. Then once we're done with the midterm, because there's a couple of interesting things happening there, and then we're going to be hitting up the long-term. Once we're done with Bitcoin, guys, in general, we're going to be, you know what we're going to be doing? Altcoin requests, right? We're going to do loads of altcoin requests, and also something else I want to do today is I want to actually find 5 live positions on stream for the day, right? So I'm going to be, when we're doing the altcoin requests and stuff, I'm going to be looking at some altcoins and stuff, and if I see a position that I think I'd like to add to the list, then I'll be letting you guys know and being like, this is a trade that I'm going to be looking out for today, and I'm going to be flagging it on my watch list, because I do flag stuff while I'm doing my while I am doing my TA with you guys in the morning. So yeah, that's something to look forward to as well. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor, guys. Complete disclaimer here. Flat, complete disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm here to educate you. And hopefully entertain a bit. But I'm not here to give you trades, guys, at all. I'm here to help and educate you in your TA knowledge. So yeah, please do not take anything that I say literally. Don't just go 100x longing or 100x shorting what I'm saying, right? You'll get wrecked, right? I'm not responsible for your trades at all. Please go make your own calls. You're here to learn TA, not copy trades. Anyway, enough about that. Let's do some shout-outs, because we've got, straight in the chat, we've got Hadra Salim. Nice to see you on the stream there this morning. Hope you're having a fantastic Friday morning. We've got Simon, OG Simon, coming through, leader crypto as well. Good morning to you guys. We've got cryptos with an attractive older mother. Very nice. We've got Polo Chips. We've got Sarigra. We've got Roger saying, what up, Chester, my man, coming through. Nice to see you on the stream there. And then we've got... I don't know how to read that alphabet, but I'm going to go with Exonanon Raman. Worth a try. Apologies if I got it wrong. I'll always give it a go. But yeah, nice to see you on the stream there this morning. Hope you're having a fantastic Friday, right? See, everyone's talking about the GOAT. Greatest of all traders. Greatest of all time, right? One harmony for Roger. Cedric the Legend is in too. Nice to see you on the stream there. And Polo Chip saying hello, Chester, as well. We're on 5 likes already, guys. I haven't even started the TA. So yeah, to appreciate those likes coming through. And unfortunately, guys, I will hold my hands up. I have had to turn the monetization back on the stream, right? I don't do it because I need the money for the ads, because it works out to be like 20p or something, maybe less. But it has actually affected the YouTube algorithms, right? I'm not being shown to as many people. So from like a YouTube perspective, from a business standpoint, if I'm not putting ads that they've recommended on my stream, right, they're not going to be actually making money from the ad revenue from that, right? So yeah, it's a bit annoying, but yeah, it's unfortunate that it has to happen. But yeah, as you guys know, I'm not here to show you coins. I'm not here to show you exchanges and stuff like that. I'm not here to waste your time. So yeah, it's a bit annoying that I have to do that. But yeah, it is what it is. Polo Chip says, doesn't matter which direction Bitcoin is going to go, we're going to make money anyway. Exactly. You know why we're here. We're here to make money. Cold, hard cash. Exactly. But yeah, there's quite a few things happening with Bitcoin at the moment. So yeah, let's get straight into a BTC update. 20p is a good start from small. Yeah, even to be honest, even if it was like £200, I really wouldn't want to waste your guys' time, right? That's not why I do the streaming. I make my money through trading. You guys know that. So yeah, that's what I want to say about that. But yeah, anyway, let's get straight into BTC, right? Because there's going to be some positions to come through today. I'm sure there is, which we can be keeping our eyes and ears open for. Starting off, guys, we were talking about the idea of this falling wedge. I think earlier on in the week, right? And the idea of breaking this. We did break this. It wasn't bad. I think we made like 2%. We didn't quite get the 13% that we were going for there. But hey ho, here's what it is. Got stopped at entry. Successful trade at the end of the day. Always a winner. We had another trade yesterday, actually. I actually took it off the chart in terms of the TA that we had on there because I didn't stream yesterday, unfortunately. I was messing around with a lot of things. Very, very annoying. But yeah, we're back today. And as you can see, we did actually... we got in short around this sort of area here and actually shorted that down. It was pretty good. I'm not quite sure on percentages off the top of my head, but I did jump in the Telegram when I did execute that and did see if anyone else was in there. But yeah, I saw Phoenix. I think Phoenix missed his entry or something. But yeah, pretty annoying there. But yeah, made a bit of money there. So yeah, all good stuff. But yeah, what are we looking out for today? What is the next trade here on the short term here for Bitcoin? Right, gonna have some tea and then we're gonna discuss it. So, obviously, we do have this falling wedge chart pattern that we were talking about at the start of the week, guys. Now, with the sideways action coming out to the top side of this falling wedge, now we have just created pretty much another falling wedge chart pattern, guys. Falling wedges, they tend to usually go up, right? They tend to usually break to the upside. So this is definitely something that we can be looking forward to if Bitcoin is going to actually come through here and set a lovely cheeky higher low and then bang it straight up, right? In terms of a move to the upside, or even a move to the downside, guys, it is very up in the air at the moment which way we are going to go. I think everyone's really on the fence, right? We have seen a Fibonacci retracement coming through from the longer term timeframes as well. So that is an inclination for more downwards momentum. But we've got the volume weighted ATR band. We got the volume weighted ATR band there as well at 35,800. So yeah, it's very, very choppy waters at the moment, guys. Depending on where we're going to go. So yeah, it's just. We need to be prepared for all angles, right? And this is why we're going to weigh up either side of this falling wedge chart pattern, guys, because we can make money, right? No matter where Bitcoin's going, we're going to be making cold, hard cash. We're going to be making paper, right? We're going to be stacking those Benjis. We're going to be stacking those Benjamin Cohens. Steal that from Bitcoin Beats, right? Move to the downside around 4.65%. Move to the upside, guys. We're looking at around... Hello, money. How are you? 5.28% there. So really not too bad, guys. Really, really not too bad. You're going to have to sort your start times so you're not going up against crypto banter. You're costing yourself viewers. Yeah, it kind of is what it is, right? Yeah, I think my start times have been a bit choppy at the moment. They have been a bit choppy at the moment. Apologies, I've got just working on loads of projects, right? So yeah, I do need to get that more solid. And I haven't been in full health this week. I haven't been in full health, so I've had I've been sleeping in a bit, right, to get a couple of extra hours to heal myself a bit quicker, right? And I'm not one for that. I'm usually up at 6 a.m. every day, right? Maybe even 5 a.m. So yeah, people who like decent TA don't watch crypto, don't watch banter. Banter's all about where the hype is. Yeah, to be honest, I'm not here to like hate on other YouTube channels at all, but I find I can't sit and watch crypto banter. Like, I can't do it. They it's not that they drive me up the wall. I think they're really nice guys, but just the whole, I don't know. I'm more just TA, very, very TA focused, and like Max One said there, it's very, very hype focused, right? They're after the hype of the new investors and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm not really about all of that. And chilling and all that crap, right? Not here to do that, right? We're here to make money and do TA like that, right? Not we're going to pump and dump this coin sort of thing. But yeah, anyway, moving on. So the move to the upside here, if we do break here, guys, it's going to be around a 5.28% there. So yeah, pretty good stuff. We're going to be above all major moving averages here. You can see actually the moving averages are called up, guys. We know what that means. When the moving averages are called up, it tends to usually means some sort of big move is coming, right? Some sort of big move is coming. So this is quite good here for us to be seeing this on on the hourly, on the short term here for Bitcoin. Not here to hate, but you agree. Yeah, I guess. But yeah, in terms of an entry for this trade, right? In terms of an entry for this trade, obviously we're going to be waiting until we break this downward sloping resistance line coming through here, because you can see the resistance coming through from these zones. Really, really quite strong indeed, right? If we can get above this, get a nice little candle body close or something along those lines above this, that does mean we're going to be in a breakout scenario. But be aware, guys, please be aware. We need to be above all major moving averages here. The 10 simple is probably going to follow us around here, because as it does follow price. It does hug the price quite a lot. So we basically need to be keeping an eye on that. If we can still stay above that, then yes, nice money shot to the upside. Now, in terms of an entry point, to be honest, it all depends where we're actually going to break, right? Because you can see this distance between this first sort of resistance point coming through here, guys, is obviously very, very key. This area, this horizontal coming through here. If we do break just before this, then we're probably not going to be entering until, say, if we just banged it right up now, right? We're not going to be entering until we get a nice candle body close above this, and then it's still even going to be tight with the 200 EMA as well. So yeah, it's going to be very, very choppy waters in this sort of area. So yeah, just kind of be aware and just make sure you're ready for the first take profit getting hit and then moving your stop loss to entry, because that's going to be the real advantage here that you want to be going for, right? Because if you do get reversed on quick, because we have seen it happen here, you can see these wicks. We even near enough got a candle body close above the break there, and you can see the reversal is very, very strong from this area, right? So we don't want that. We're not here to get stop losses. We're here to make money. We're here to, even if we get a break even, guys, that's absolutely fine, right? So yeah, ideally we kind of want this to go sideways for the course of the rest of Friday, right? And then we can be looking at some sort of potential break coming into probably, yeah, tonight, right? Like tonight, like later on tonight, some sort of break, and then that gives us a bit more. It gives us a bit more confidence that this area is going to be holding as a level of support, and also we're going to have a better percentage in terms of a first take profit point for this, right? It's going to be around a 1.37% there if we are going to break later on today, right? So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this does plan out, but yeah, this is going to be the next move to the upside if we are going to break to the upside, right? Now, if we actually start coming down here, which we are in a micro downtrend at this time, guys, we got Green Goblin. What are you saying, bro? It has been a while, my guy. It's been months, mate. I hope you're all right. I hope you're having a good time and making money out here, right? But yeah, nice to see you on the stream. But yeah, if we do have continuation down here, guys, from this micro downtrend here, we're likely to find some sort of support at 35,521, right? That sort of area, 35,500 is going to be the area to watch for some sort of bounce. Am I going to be blindly long in this zone? Probably not, right? Probably not. It's not a wise thing to be. You know me, guys. I'm a breakout trader. I'm not really going to be. We're not breaking out of anything, right? if we're long in here. So yeah, in terms of a short here, yes, this would be really nice, right? Because you can see, obviously, we do have a higher low here in terms of this uptrend here. And you can see we actually have invalidated that higher low, right? We invalidated that higher low here, and we came up and we're setting lower highs from this high, right? So that basically does tell us that it is essentially bearish right now. And if we do actually lose this, if we do lose this low here, and that's obviously going to be, I guess, that low. I mean, it's very, very horizontal here, guys. If we do lose this lows, these two lows here at around 35,500, then there is going to be a lovely, I'm talking lovely, probably quite a clean short to the downside, right? And that's kind of what we are looking for here. And in terms of referencing for that, guys, halfway down here, we've got 35,800. If we jump to the long-term time frame quickly, that actually lines up pretty well with the volume weighted ATR band, right? The volume weighted ATR band, we know the support that we get on this bad boy, guys. So if we do come down here, you can see the support here on the daily. It's going to be a very choppy area, right? We're still hovering on that on the longer term time frame. So this area that we're kind of in here, we can even come down, easily test this area, and then bang it back up, because on the daily here, you could even get a wick to the downside here on the volume weighted ATR band, and then have a recovery and candle body close above it, and then continuation up, right? So what does that tell us? It tells us that there is a potential for a trap scenario coming through here, guys. So yeah, just be aware for this, and yeah, trade safe out there, because it's going to be choppy. It's going to be very choppy indeed. But yeah, in terms of an entry point for this potential position, I want to clear this low. I want to clear this breakout scenario here. As you can see, this is going to be the support level that we're looking at. We're going to be clearing horizontal. We're going to be clearing this downward sloping support line as well. And then we're basically just going to be shorting this bad boy all the way down to the mother trucking floor, right? That's what we're going for there. So yeah, let's have a little look at potential take profit points that we could be looking for here. Here. CC gang coming through. Yeah, it's definitely going to be one. As you can see, it's a massive level of support coming through there, guys. Multiple times there. I mean, to be honest with you, this area is quite, I mean, we could do something there, I guess. It's a bit of a choppy area. It's very choppy indeed. You can see the moves are they're just bouncing in between this range here. And when I say this range, guys, I mean literally this zone here. Oh, not that. I mean this zone here and also this zone here. So it's very choppy in these waters here. As you can see, very choppy there. So we basically need to be prepared for that, guys. And that's why we're going to be having definite first take profits in these areas there. Might even bang one in here just in case it is going to be a trap there, because there is an inclination for some sort of trap to the on the longer term time frame there as well. But yeah, it's sort of something that I would be looking for there on the short-term time frame. So that is going to be my next BTC trade that I'm looking for there. Obviously managing a few other things as we're going there. Volume is trickling down. Very small here. Probably looking for some smart money to come in at some point today. It is Friday. We would expect something to be happening for the end of the week here. So yeah, we'll just have to see what happens, right? But yeah, in summary, we're below all major moving averages here. So yes, it is looking fairly bearish right now. But yeah, vice versa, same sort of scenario. We've got a double bottom here as well. We could actually come back up here, and if that does happen, money, cold hard cash, we're going to be making that, guys. We're going to be literally banging it all the way up from there. But yeah, I think that's pretty much the short-term time frame covered, guys. Anything else we can really be gauging from this? You can see we did not respect that trend cycle literally at all. But we did come down and respect this horizontal near enough there. So yeah, it does show us there. So yeah, in terms of a downtrend that we are seeing here, guys, we've obviously got this low to really break here, which is very a long way away, right? It's a very long way away. But yeah, it's definitely something in terms of resistance to be looking out for there, for this potential short position here, for this falling wedge chart pattern, right? Because that's obviously going to be lining up fairly well with the macadamia nut, the MACD coming through there. But yeah, that's pretty much it on the Bitcoin front. Yeah, pretty much it on the Bitcoin front. Maybe we could have a bullish divergence coming through here, just looking at the RSI. Just looking at the RSI, because as you can see, we are heading down here. And if we do actually break this horizontal here without breaking that on the price, because you can see we're still really quite far away on the price, that could actually cause a bounce back, right? It could cause a bounce in the price here as long as we break the horizontal here, guys. So if we do see a nice bit of selling downwards momentum here, then we're likely to form a bullish divergence coming through there. And that's obviously going to cause a bit of a buyback coming through there as well there. So yeah, another thing to be looking at for there, a bullish divergence in the future. Let's draw that in, shall we? Let's draw that in, just for us to be referencing throughout the rest of the day, right? Because if this does happen, it could happen on stream. That'd be cool if it did. If it does happen, then yeah, it would be quite cool, right? Would be quite cool to use that as a gauge of information. But yeah, moving on to Bitcoin here on the midterm time frame, because it's still very same sort of scenario, right? Same sort of scenario is we do have this falling parallel channel, right, from obviously the December the 4th low to the most recent low we've got coming through on the 4th of January. In terms of the Fibonacci retracement sort of swing low to swing high point at this time, guys, we're hovering. We're literally a hoverboard on a lake. We're literally hovering right now on the idea of whether we're going to have continuation to the downside. If we are, I really seriously would expect 33K here, guys. I really would. Because this is obviously the retracement for this swing low here, and you see we're testing it, we're hovering around it, we're not seeing that congruent reversal here. It's not very strong in terms of a reversal here. We're still being held back by major resistance points as spoken about here on the short-term time frame. So I would say it is looking fairly bearish right now. What I would say is the thing that's holding us back here is the volume weighted ATR band for continuation to the downside, guys. And obviously you can see the support that is along this area here on the longer term time frame as well. So yeah, it's going to be a very strange area to see if we are going to have continuation down here. And if we do, it's not going to be slow. Guys, it's not going to be slow. It's going to be quite quick. I think it's going to be quite aggressive, like we have seen most recently with Bitcoin, quite aggressive downtrends coming through. 11 likes, unreal, guys. You guys are killing it on the like front today. Really do appreciate that coming through. But yeah, in terms of that's the Fibonacci retracement sort of summed up. Even if we do have candle body closes here, it's still, as we can see, it has been very, very choppy, right? We've obviously got the low, we've obviously got a higher low coming through here. So if we do break to the upside here, then there could potentially be a position, right? There could potentially be a long here, guys. As I was just saying, I would expect downwards momentum here. It does still look bearish here in terms of Fibonacci retracement, in terms of below major moving averages here. It does look bearish, right? But if we do break to the upside, then there is going to be a falling wedge chart pattern, guys. You can see the support that we are having here. Multiple levels of support. Big stuff coming through there, banging us up, right? Very, very nice price action there. So if that is going to be so yeah, and then from there you can see the resistance to the top side. So this is basically going to be the move like we did there on the shorter term time frame. It's just going to be a bit more of a bigger scale here. And when I say bigger scale, it's going to be a bit of a bigger percentage, right? So yeah, let's get some measure moves drawn in for that. And that is going to be, let's change that back to white. Change that back to white. Here we go, get rid of that. And then you can see this is the measure move that we could be looking for in a potential long scenario. If we are going to see this high low really hold its own and see a bit more confidence to the upside here for Bitcoin. Does that mean we're banging it all the way back up to 41K? Absolutely goddamn no. No, probably not, guys. But it is something that we can be taking advantage of, because there's definitely going to be take profits along the way here in terms of long in Bitcoin out of this breakout scenario, right? It doesn't look like I want to get in until we've cleared this 37,400 for this midterm sort of position coming through there. But as we were discussing here on the short-term time frame, the longer that it takes for a breakout here, the bigger the move's going to be away from the most recent lower high, right? So if we do break out later on in the day, early tomorrow morning there, then we're likely to actually have a nice move up here. And this is actually not going to be very small at all. It's going to be, let's be around near enough 2% there, guys. So 2% up to your first take profit, that's really quite a nice move there and really quite achievable, right? Especially for Bitcoin there. So yeah, that's definitely something I would be looking out for there in terms of a next trade scenario there for BTC. In terms of the completion of the measure move, it is going to be 14%. As I said, I don't think we're probably going to ride that wave up unless we see some insane price action coming through for Bitcoin. But I doubt that we're going to ride it all the way up to 14% there. But if we are long in this position, then yeah, we're basically just going to be riding that up and taking profit as we go there at all major resistance and support points in terms of horizontals coming through there, guys, just to be on the safe side, right? And then from there, we were discussing this falling parallel channel, right? This is obviously going to be causing some heavy resistance at 40K, right? And we know 40K as a number in general, it is going to be a very choppy area, right? So yeah, 40K definitely an area to be looking out for there if we are going to have continuation to the upside here, right? Good stuff, cup of tea. Moving on, guys, because I did want to talk about potential for a bullish divergence as well, I think. Yeah, bullish divergence has got potential to come through here. If we are going to see this play out here, guys, you can see, obviously, we've got this low here, and you can see we're gradually coming down here, guys. We're gradually coming down. If we do break this in the price, if we break this in the price and dump down to 34,900, that sort of area there, maybe even a bit lower, maybe even a bit higher, 34,400 there, and we get we don't break the horizontal coming through on the RSI, then it is going to be forming a bullish divergence, right? And that does indicate some bullish price action, and that kind of just says that we're probably just going to be riding this wave down, right? We're just going to be riding this trend line down and then looking for a breakout in the future, right? So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how that does plan out. But yeah, another piece of information that we can be using today for our trading ability and our ability to make money in these markets, right? Now, directional movement index, guys, as you can see, we have got, my camera went well out of focus, and you can see the ADX coming down there very strong. Last time we spoke about this, guys, we were hovering on the 25. I said, look, guys, if we're going to have a curl up here, this is going to be a very nice thing for an uptrend, right? Because it's basically the ADX, it determines the strength of the trend, right? So that's kind of what we were looking for here. We were looking for a nice big continuation of an uptrend here after having a bullish crossover here, but no, unfortunately the ADX came down, bearish crossover came through, then a bullish crossover. So very choppy waters, but you can see while this dirty, filthy crossovers are happening, the ADX is just traveling down, right? And that, as I said a second ago, it is showing the strength of the trend. When this is below 25, when this is even below 20, it does show that it's going to be a really a crap trend, right? That's not me saying that Bitcoin's not going to move, because a whale could jump in and can move the price and cause some smart money volume, right? And that's going to obviously pick up the ADX, but that's not going to be a trend. That's going to be like a big spike, a big move coming through very quick, very fast. That's not going to be a trend, and ADX is a trending. It spots how strong the trend is going to be, right? And as you can see, very, very low at this point. And we are due a bearish crossover coming through actually on the cusp here. So yeah, it could be interesting to see. But yeah, as I was just saying, ADX is low. So yeah, it's not the greatest thing to be using right now. But yeah, that's going to be it for the midterm there for BTC coming through. Covered pretty much as we can. I'm not going to be covering a short to the lower side here around... But if we do that, guys, if we do, he said do, I want to see us break these very, very crucial trend lines at 32 and then also 30K there. And obviously we know how that's going to react on the longer term time frame. So yeah, bringing me on to the longer term time frame here, guys. We're going to start off on the weekly. Just see what's good coming through there. Who have we got in the chat? We've got a Nicker in the chat there. We've got Leader Crypto. We've got Sloth Bag. We've got Polo Chips. We got Hadra Salim saying, just to give me a piece of information to look out for equals me learning how the crypto charts work. Good stuff. as long as we're all learning out here, guys. As long as I'm helping you in your educational experience, right? LR says, let's hope we go back to 69K. I'm not really that fussed, to be honest with you. Like, even if BTC comes down to like 10K, like me and my brother, we've got an indicator at 10K. It works like very, very well at that sort of area when volume's like really quite low. And I think if we do come down, it's gonna a lot of traction in the crypto space is going to fade, right? A lot of people will not be trading crypto for a while, and that'll obviously have an increase in the volume and stuff like that, and it will be very, very good for our indicator. So yeah, it's not the worst thing in the world, right? Chester, what's up, bro? What's your thoughts on NFT markets being affected by another dip in the market or regulations? I think at the moment the NFT space is very crowded. I think it's very, very crowded. I don't think the meta is properly ready for it. And in terms of use cases for NFTs, they're insanely low. There's like none, right? It's more of just a flex of who's going to buy a really expensive NFT and showcase it. And if that project's not known worldwide, then it's a pointless purchase, in my opinion, right? In terms of how that's being affected with the crypto dips, in terms of like these macro downtrends that we are seeing here, people who are minting NFTs for silly money, when they're essentially buying the top, right? If we're having downtrends, right, they're minting it when we're at all-time highs, then the value of that's obviously going to be like crashing down. They've obviously minted it at the top and paid the most for it, and then they could be selling it at the same value, right? The same amount of the coin, right? But the value of the coin would have gone down drastically. So like 1 Ethereum now compared to 1 Ethereum back in November is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, they're probably crying. But yeah, that's what I would say about the NFT marketplace. I think it's overcrowded as hell at the moment, and people need to come in with an actual use case for their art and stuff like that. Incoming things. But yeah, BTC update coming through on the weekly. As you can see, guys, this is obviously a very, very key area to be looking out for there. You can see the support here. We're literally sat on the cusp, right? We're sat on the cusp of this area. Last time that we were really here, back in May, it was just filth, right? It was really was awful. And this is kind of an inclination. Is it an inclination? It's sort of a sign here that we could be seeing just pretty boring price action along these trend lines for quite a while, right? Very, very choppy, very rangy sort of stuff here on the macro. Obviously, I know these are still going to be moves of like 10-20% here to the upside, to the downside as well. So these are definitely things that we're going to be profiting from, right? They're going to be very, very, very profitable for us day traders, right? If we're trading this on like every day, then yeah, we're going to be making a lot of money coming through there, right? A lot of money coming through there, because it's very, very easy to predict when it's going sideways like this. So yeah, that's always a good thing. What I would say, if we do lose this crucial area, especially if we lose 29K, guys, we could even wick to 28 and recover from there, but it's more on the daily candle close, right? If we do see us crash and get a daily candle body close around 28K, that's really, like, I'll probably start swearing bad because like I'll swear on stream and stuff, and I never do that, guys, of course. But yeah, you can see we've got the 200 EMA and the 200 SMA coming through there that will probably cause some sort of bouncing scenario there. But if this is going to happen and we do lose 28, do I think we're going to absolutely cascade all the way down to 15, 16K? No, probably not, right? I think we'll probably come down, probably something around 25K, and then bounce up, right? Probably bounce all the way back up to 40K, something along the lines of that, and then start our filthy bear market downtrend, right? That's sort of the scenario that I would be looking for if we have the confirmation of invalidating this higher low coming through here, guys. That's obviously a very, very, very key point for the reversal of this trend here. In terms of the swing low for the Fibonacci retracement, that's where we are now. So yeah, so shouldn't have moved that. That was an accident. But yeah, so far so good, guys. We are still in a nice uptrend, right? It's still an uptrend at the end of the day. And even if we do invalidate this higher low here that we have got from back in May, then we're not going to keep going down. We're going to become. You know what happens when that happens? We come back up and we set a lower high. Literally every time. Literally every time. So we will have a lot of bullish momentum coming through, and that's obviously going to be very, very, very good for altcoins and stuff like that when Bitcoin is going to see a pump coming through there, because we know altcoins are going to be reacting like 10, 20, 30, 50% even, some of them. So yeah, it's going to be very, very cool to see, and a lot of money left on the table for us traders to be taking, right? Not hodlers, traders, people that are looking at the charts every single day, and this is why it's so essential to be learning TA, especially in a market like this, because if people literally just sat there hodling and their hodl is depreciating as well, like my hodl's depreciating, guys. If your hodl is depreciating, you should have a hodl amount and you should have a trade amount, right? A hodl amount and a trade amount. Once you've got your hodl amount, you're leaving it in there, it's doing its thing, it's going up, it's going down, it's going side to side. If that's actually going down and you're making money on your trading amount, you're covering your losses, right? You're covering your losses. And then overall, when you start that uptrend again, you're going to be making insane gains coming through there, because you're just going to be adding to your hodl with the money that you're making. And you're getting these coins at silly, cheap accumulation phases. silly, cheap accumulation phases, right? But yeah, that's pretty much BTC summed up here on the daily, guys. Things to be looking out for really is this volume weighted ATR, and I would say here it's definitely an area to be cautious around, and potential for support, right? We have tested this most recently probably 3 or 4 times here, so yeah, it's very interesting to see. But you can see the wicks as well. We can easily have some filthy wick to the downside from a massive whale coming in and shorting it, and then a buyback and then candle body close above the volume weighted ATR band, right? So yeah, that's a pretty choppy area. So yeah, just be careful out there, guys. In terms of the death cross that we did see coming through here, filth, absolute filth. It's nice to see that actually play out. It's obviously not nice to see a BTC dump off an absolute cliff, but it's nice to see a death cross play out. So we know that we potentially have a golden cross in the future coming through there. But obviously we're getting ever so far away from that. It's gonna be probably a good year or something. Maybe less. Probably less, right? Until that happens. Obviously depending on price action, depending on how the 50 and the 200 SMA are reacting to the price coming through there. But yeah, let's move on. Gonna have the rest of my cold tea, and then we're gonna be looking at some altcoins, guys. We've got 24 Fear and Greed Index. I mean, a lot of people are getting back on the bandwagon, but not quite as many as we did have previously, right? Obviously, this was I think earlier on this week it was down at like 13 or something crazy. It was really, really bad. Crypto Quant, we've obviously got the BTC exchange reserve still trending down, guys. Still heading down. That's obviously really quite bullish if people are moving their BTC away from the exchanges for a hodl perspective, which is really, really quite nice to see. And then also you can see here that we've got the funding rate is negative at the moment, so you're actually going to get paid to hold your longs, which is a good thing. But obviously, long this market if you dare. All exchanges well ratio is on the way up, guys. The higher this is, the more manipulated they are getting. Leverage ratio still going up. That's interesting as well, considering the open interest is heading down, right? And they are in a sense a reflection of each other. Open interest is a reflection of how many futures contracts are open at this time, and that is going down. I mean, I'm not really that surprised at this point, just because obviously the trend of Bitcoin has been really, oh, for goodness sake, this Richard guy's back. Mods, we need you. Yeah. Have we got any mods in the chat? We've got LR and he is back. Yeah, he's very annoying. Why he does it? Just a waste of time, right? But yeah, BTC open interest heading down as well, and you can see very clearly here. These would actually be higher lows here, higher low here, higher low here. You've actually invalidated the higher low here. So in terms of just a chart that we've got, we're probably going to see trending down, right? We'll probably see a reversal. But as I said, probably due some sort of lower high. So that does indicate some sort of pump here for Bitcoin. And then obviously that's going to pump up the open interest contracts, right, coming through. But yeah, that's going to be it for BTC. Let's do some altcoin requests, guys. So yeah, smash your altcoin requests in the chat, and I'll get to them ASAP, Rocky. ASAP, as soon as physically possible, right? ASAP. A bit of Ethereum coming through that I want to say. We do have, we do have falling wedge chart pattern coming through for Ethereum, I do believe. Yeah, falling wedge coming through for Ethereum. So this is obviously a chart pattern that can actually break to the upside, guys. If this does break to the upside, then hello money, how are you? Get in my wallet. Very nice stuff indeed. We're going to be breaking out of all the major moving averages here on the hourly. It's going to be looking really, really quite nice. Running that up all the way to that the 200 EMA coming through there. And then we're basically going to be this guy, man. And then we're basically going to be running this up to 6.45% there. Good stuff coming through indeed. That's what we're looking for there. And yeah, I think I'm probably going to put that on the list of trades for the day, guys, because that's actually looking really quite clean, really, really quite nice. And we've got a few take profits along the way here, as you can see, staggering those take profits and making that cold hard cash as we run up, right? Obviously, as this 200 comes down, we are going to be using that as a very, very strong take profit point there. So yeah, interesting stuff there. But yeah, I'm going to be adding Ethereum to the list of the 5 potential trades for the day to be looking out for there, because this is definitely something to be looking out for there. 6.45% cannot be unnoticed there. So yeah, hopefully we can see a nice breakout coming through there. If that is going to happen, I'm probably not going to be getting in here until we've cleared this horizontal here, guys, around 2,456, right? That's sort of the area I would be waiting for. But from there, it is still going to be very choppy because obviously you've got all the major moving averages as well. So yeah, I want to see a nice candle body close above that and then banging that all the way up to 4.9% there. Amazing stuff coming through there. That's what I would say about Ethereum. Now, let's have a little look at Matic there for Bio Ileka. I tried, man. I tried. But yeah, we'll have a look at Matic for you. I always try and read names, even if I can't read the alphabet right. So yeah, it's all fun, right? It's all fun. Why not? Why not, man? Obviously, I don't mean any offense by it at all. We're a very, very diverse community out here. Very, very diverse. We're from all over the world, which is really cool. Really, really cool. In terms of Matic right now, actually, it's Bill in Greek. In Greek, okay. Nice one, Bill. Cool stuff, man. As you can see here, guys, for Matic, we've obviously got a low coming through here, and obviously we can see some sort of trend line coming through like so, right? I mean, we could be sat on that now, and this could be spillage to the downside here, because we know that these trap zones are pretty dominant here. So we could potentially be looking at a bounce point coming through here. If not, then there could be a move here, guys. There could be a move to the downside here for Matic. I want to bang in a trap zone there because you can see this is a very trappy area. So this is basically going to be a no-trade zone coming through there for Matic. From there, we've obviously got a lower high coming through here and then the validation of a lower high as well, right? And that is going to be creating a rising wedge, guys. It's going to be creating a rising wedge chart pattern, which they tend to usually break to the downside, guys. So yeah, this is going to be something for profit. It's going to be very nice indeed, and you can see we are seeing lower highs get challenged, and it's very, very choppy actually, very, very choppy here. We are creating a bit of a range here for Matic at this time. So yeah, this is why we are going to be looking for definite take profits along the way down if we are going to be shorting this bad boy coming through here. So yeah, in terms of a move to the downside here for Matic, if obviously we are going to be referencing BTC for this, guys, because obviously it is going to be controlling the market in a sense, right? So yeah, there's definitely something to be looking out for there. In terms of percentage to the downside, Matic around 11% there, near enough 11%, probably less. We're going to be looking for around 10.5%. Their first take profit point is going to be this zone here. As you can see, I'm probably going to move in that just a real craving for fish and chips. I'm probably going to be moving this down to 1.525 there. That's going to be That's going to be the first take profit point. Second take profit point coming down there. Let me just bang that in yellow so we're all on the same page here. At 1.52 and then 1.50 there, second take profit. And the reason why we have these as take profits, guys, is because you can see the support on this bad boy. If we're short and we don't take any profit here and we don't move our stop loss down to our entry point, then we're likely to actually get wrecked, right? We're not about that. We're here to make money. We're here to make cold hard cash. We're here to stack our wallets to the goddamn moon. We want Lambos. We want McLarens. We want the Ferraris. You know the score. So yeah, that's you want to be staggering your take profits, guys. It's called gridding your take profits. It's very very valuable. Make 10 times more money. I've made 10 times more money doing that than any other sort of trading thing that I've done, right? Because it just limits your losses like massively, right? Limits your losses, right? So yeah, all good stuff coming through there. Nikolai says, hey Chester, what about BTC weekly? Sorry, Nikolai, I did BTC weekly. I did do it. It looks very bearish, but the daily volume weighted ATR band is the area to be looking out for there. I just say here on the weekly, obviously this is the higher low here. If we invalidate this higher low, then I would expect to be coming down, but the invalidation of the higher low here is going to be setting obviously a low. When that happens, we're likely to see a lower high get set. So we probably will come up and test 40, 41, maybe 39, 38 again if we do lose 28. So yeah, just be aware it won't just travel straight down from there, right? We're likely to see a low and then a lower high before continuation down to the filthy bear market coming through there. But yeah, anyway, back to altcoins. This is going to be the trade for Matic of the day to be looking out for, I would say. So I'm going to be adding that to the list as well there. So that's 2 trades. We've got Ethereum and we've got Matic as well. So we're just going to see how they run. And we're probably going to be reviewing them over the weekend, guys. I might put up a little video or something like that. It's obviously something new that I'm trying. So yeah, I'm probably just going to be identifying trades throughout the stream and going to hopefully do 5 a stream, guys, and then we can basically review them the next day or something like that without taking too much time out of the stream, right? Because we're at 42 minutes now. We've got another 15 minutes coming through there, and then we're going to be calling it a day, right? Let's do B&B ASAP Rocky as soon as physically possible, man. I saw a message from you earlier, Polo Chips. I just didn't read it. I didn't have time, but trading is really hard and profitable. My BF trades, but it has been unprofitable. I've been watching your live streams almost every day to pick up as much as possible to get there. That's all you can do, really. That's all you can do. Just try and educate yourself and really just try and just learn as much as you can and study, right? Study. That's one of the biggest things. Like I used to work a 9 to 5 job. I worked in construction. I was a plasterer. And I literally studied hours and hours and hours every single night. I quit TV. I quit social media. I quit everything to just study the charts, to really get my head into it. And it took me like a few months at least, right? A few months to really get my head into the game. So I was a profitable trader. And then I saved up enough equity to basically make enough money to basically live, right, and replace my income. So yeah, it is studying, and it is being very strict in terms of self-discipline as well, because you can learn something. If you don't touch base back on it for a week, you forget that thing, right? It's only natural for humans to do that. But yeah, so it's just what I would say in terms of advice for that is just educational advice, not financial advice. It's just study, right? Oh my God, I want to get out of my 9 to 5 job. I hope to be like you one day. Self-discipline, that's all it comes down to, right? I'm a massive believer in loving a Monday morning, right? I look forward to a Monday. You should see me on a Sunday night. I'm sat with my partner and she's there like, you're really excited. I'm like, well, it's Monday tomorrow. Like, come on, let's go. Like, it's a problem. My weekends are actually a lot less entertaining than my weekdays now. So I'm having to really spice it up by doing like mountain climbing and stuff like that to really to make them more enjoyable. But yeah, anyway, let's have a look at B&B coming through here, because obviously we do have this range. We've got this double bottom scenario coming through there, and that does indicate some sort of price action to the upside here. I wouldn't really be using this as congruent information here. I would really more be going on this ranging period from the support and the Viva La resistance that we are seeing along these zones, right? We have seen trap zones coming through here, guys. You can see these trappy areas coming through there. And when I say that, I mean a break and then reversal coming through there. A break and then reversal coming through there. So yeah, in terms of this breakout scenario, it's still actually valid. And I would actually say there is going to be another chart pattern coming through there. What's just happened there? There is going to be another chart pattern coming through that, and it's going to be it is going to be an ascending triangle, guys. An ascending triangle, which is obviously bullish momentum to the upside, right? In Japan, everyone works like crazy. I want to break free. This is the starting point. Correct. Save some money and just practice and educate yourself as much as possible, and you'll get there. Honestly, you will. You just gotta be persistent with it, right? There's a lot of information to learn, but you gotta be persistent with it, and when you get there, you'll smash it, right? Polo Chips, I don't want to get into a 9-to-5 job and be like Chester. I don't want to get into a 9-to-5 job and be like Chester one day. I'm confused. So like my 9-to-5 job now is something I enjoy, right? I enjoy trading. So it's like I've made trading my hobby, right? So the whole scenario, if you have a hobby and you enjoy it, why not make it your job? Because then you're going to enjoy your job, right? So that's the mentality I sort of live by and have pretty much always lived by. I've had jobs that I've hated, but yeah, it's all about progression and just I'm not here to preach, but yeah, that's basically what I did anyway. Like in the trade 5 idea, the 5 trades idea. Yeah, I think that's something that's gonna be quite cool, and something that we can be reviewing as well, because like I'm weighing one up now. This is obviously gonna be another move to the upside that we can be looking at here, because obviously we do have this ranging period for Binance Coin here. As I said, we do have the resistance to the top side here, and also the support to the bottom side. Now we do obviously have the support from this higher low here, from this ascending triangle chart pattern here. Now that is a scenario for another breakout, right? And a scenario for another breakout, as well as a breakout from this range, right? So there is going to be a couple of things to be looking out for there, right? And these are, we've obviously got this measure move to the upside here, which is going to be breaking out of this zone here. Starting trade is going to be around 396.2, and then from there basically just running that up. I mean, to be honest, it's quite a free zone, right? We like these zones if we are going to be running up in these, because basically there's not that much space for resistance, right? And that's what we like, right? Will you stay at your job you hate just for the cold hard cash? It depends what you do with the cash. Depends what you do with the cash, right? Because if you hate your job that much, then if you're doing something fun with the money, then yeah, if you can balance that out, that's fine, right? But if you're if you're working a job just for the money and you're saving the money to do nothing with the money, right? Or to buy a house to get a mortgage to then try and pay the mortgage off for the next 30 years. No, absolutely not, right? I'd prefer to live in like a 1-bedroom basement or something with a job that I loved, rather than slaving away in a job that I hate, right? But yeah, there's a whole section on that in my mindset, in a part of my course, right? And it's obviously not launched yet. It's part of the masterclass I'm building at the moment, and it's a whole week on mindset, on basically like loads of lessons and stuff like that on how to improve your life and all that stuff is something that I threw in there. But yeah, it's very very strong on self-discipline as well, right? Because that's humans' biggest fault in my opinion, self-discipline, saying no to yourself. But yeah, anyway, back to trading. I might make some videos like that. That'd be quite cool. But yeah, anyway, back to trading, because that's all obviously why we're here. But yeah, so you can see here, this is going to be the breakout to the upside here, around 9.5% there, up for grabs, left on the table for us to be taken there for for BNB. So yeah, not too bad. I would say if we do break to the upside there, guys, it's actually going to be a very, very nice move, right? So yeah, I'm going to be adding that to the list as well for potential positions coming through there. And this is going to be a void position even if we do break the downside here from this ascending triangle, guys. You could technically short this if you wanted to. You could technically short this, but it is a bit choppy here, obviously, with these higher lows as well. So yeah, this is a sort of a choppy area. Depends on how fast you're going to be coming down here. If you do trend like that and then you break here, then yeah, there's obviously a very, very nice gap to be coming down and making money off that short there. But don't forget, you're still going to be inside of that this range of this parallel channel here as well, right? So yeah, just be aware of that. And we know trading in the range when you're looking for a breakout isn't the best scenario in the world, right? Switched to a full-time trader / investor soon, 2 years ago, and I love my decision. Yeah, I agree. Literally, I did it. I think I did it 2 years ago or something like that, and I can't tell you, like, I used to be getting up at like 6 a.m. and driving 100 miles to go and plaster a house, and it felt like slave labor or something. It was dreadful. Obviously, it was great money, don't get me wrong. It was on like 50K a year, and that when I was 23 or 24 or something. Can't remember how old I was, but yeah, that's at that age, that's really, really good money, right? Really, really good money. But it was enough for me to save up enough money to then go, right, make the switch, now I enjoy 70% of my life 10 times more. I used to hate 70% of my life getting up in the morning, like Monday to Friday. If you don't like Monday to Friday, then you're hating 70% of your life. It's as simple as that, right? So quite sad. And that's another reason why I do what I do, guys, to try and help you guys out. If you're hating your job, and I can teach you every morning how to get out of your job like this through trading, then it makes me happy, right? It makes me happy. But yeah, anyway, moving on. Moving on. I'm going to add BNB to that list for a potential trade there, guys. That's going to be the move to the upside. We're going to be looking at the move to the downside inside of that ascending triangle. Is going to be it's going to be that, actually. It does line up fairly well with that horizontal as well. So yeah, interesting stuff coming through there as well. So yeah, we're going to leave that on the table. And as I said, I want to break further up this trend line here. I don't want to be breaking here. If I break here, then it's a bit too choppy in the water here, and obviously that's going to be meaning a big dirty descent to the downside from there, right? But yeah, let's move on to another altcoin. What have we got next? We've got EGLD for Here Optimus coming through there. Symmetrical triangle chart pattern. Symmetrical triangle chart pattern coming through. It's going to be one to watch, I think. It's going to be one to watch. Money on the table. One man. Yeah, definitely something to be looking out for here, guys, because you can see, annoyingly, we are getting a bit coiled up to the end of this symmetrical triangle chart pattern, and ideally we do want to break. We want to break now, right? We don't want to be coming back up and coming up to here and having a break here, because the move isn't going to be as good. It's going to be a bit delayed, and it's going to be a bit small, I think, rather than going for the big juicy move coming through there. Chester, you've definitely inspired me to do the same. Sick of 4 a.m. wake-ups and traveling 1,000 miles a week. God, yeah. Yeah, I don't miss any of that. Honestly, yeah. I'm glad I've inspired Simon. I do appreciate you coming by every single day, because I do see you. I do see you, man. You're a great supporter. I do appreciate you. But yeah, so let's do a measure move out of this symmetrical triangle chart pattern to the upside and to the downside, because obviously we like to weigh up all opportunities here, because if we're going to be making the money, the cold hard cash, the paper, the Benjamin Coins, as Bitcoin Beast says, then yeah, this is the way to go, right? It's going to be around a 4.67% gain there. Obviously, we do have a cheeky, trappy, horrible area to be looking out for here, guys. You can see the wicks to the downside. Very horrible stuff indeed. I would be looking for a congruent candle body close at 13680. Even then, it's still chop. It's still choppy chop because because you can see this area coming through here. Obviously, is a very big bounce of support. So I really kind of want, yeah, I really kind of want a candle body close at 13596, and then below that, that's sort of the area that we are looking for. First take profit. It's very choppy, guys. Very choppy. Look, you can see wicks here. I don't know. It's not clean enough. It's not clean enough, and you can see there's a lot of reversal points along this area here. And if we were just going to be banging in loads and loads of take profits like this, it's probably not going to be worth our time, right? It's probably not going to be worth our time, because as you can see from the break from that point, it's still going to be first take profit was 0.36, second take profit, unless you've got like insane equity or you're 150xing it, which obviously I do not do that. Then obviously this is obviously not really the hardest stack in the world right now. So yeah, we'll leave that. But in terms of eGold right now, I would say you are looking fairly bullish, considering you've obviously got this low coming through here, and the high low being set, and the high lows being set continuously, right? You are seeing a bit of bearish momentum from these lower highs here, but as long as you can get this lower high invalidation here at around 14524 and above the 200 EMA there, then hello money. Hello money. Hello gains to the upside, right? Hello new highs you could be looking at there. So yeah, overall I would say fairly bullish, right? Fairly bullish. Let's do a bit of DOT. Mika's Adventures. Oi, Chester, how's you? Good, man, how are you? Oh, we got last index coming through saying, what's up, G? What's up, man? Hope you're on a good day, my good sir. Yeah, it's Friday. It's Friday. It's field trip day. I'm actually working on weekend, which is sweet. Dot, where are we? Let's have a look at Dot. Let's have a little look at Dot. Yeah, we've got me and my brother. We've got a project launching on Monday. We do believe, guys. Project launching Monday. cool stuff coming through there. It is going to be a coin. It is going to be a coin. And it's something that we're going to be working on over the next, I think, 2 years. It's going to be over the next 2 years, and it's something to really look forward to, right? And we're going to give you guys the chance to be in the whitelist, right? Which is obviously before we launch the actual coin. So yeah, that's something to be looking forward to in the next week or so, right? And it's got the gains, right? The gains are going to be good. Yeah, this is a great example here for DOT. As you can see, we've got a breakout from this parallel channel, this falling parallel channel here, and you can see there would have been an entry around here from this candle body close. So let me get rid of this, move that over for a sec. You can see this would be the entry here on the candle body close here, and then you would have ridden this up, first take profit hit, come back down, and probably hit stop loss at entry there. So you would have still hit that take profit, guys. You might have shyly missed that, actually. Yeah, you probably shyly missed that take profit there. But hey, even if you did miss that take profit, your stop loss still would have been back down here, and you would have literally rode this wave all the way up, hit your first take profit, second take profit, and then come back down, stop loss at entry. So yeah, it's a very nice example of a nice little cheeky successful trade there. And that would have been around a 10%, guys. Near enough a 10% gain there. So good stuff coming through there for a nice little example for a DOT trade. And this is a very good example of why we stagger our take profits, guys. We're not blindly going for this measure move here. We're staggering those take profits. We're taking profit as we're going because we're not greedy. We're banking that money. We're banking that paper and basically eliminating as many losses as physically possible. But let's do something else, because we do have, this is obviously something new. We do have, obviously this is the ranging point there, and that's obviously going to go now. We're going to leave that trend line where it is because that's still going to be valid for the lower side. I would say we're probably going to be having something there is obviously something coming through here in terms of a ranging period here, and also I would say there is going to be a trend line coming down from this high as well there, guys. So there's quite a lot on the chart right now to be dealing with here. We've got a descending triangle, we've got a parallel channel coming through there, so yeah, it's a very choppy area, I would say. If we do lose why do people use oi? I don't know why British people use oi. We use a lot of words, to be honest. We make up a lot of words as well. It's quite weird, like the English slang. English slang. Yeah, English slang. It's very very strange. Like especially like when I was back in school, obviously years and years ago now. But it would be new slang words would travel from school to school, and the meaning of those words were like gradually change and stuff like that. It was very very strange. It was like the language is like developing in the youth, and it still does today, right? We still have like obviously I'm sure a lot of you know like the roadman talk and stuff like that. Like it's still all developing and stuff like that. So yeah, it's interesting. It's very interesting, the English language, and obviously all other languages as well. I haven't been privileged enough to really get my head down into learning another language. I know a bit of French and I know a bit of Spanish and stuff, but I want to be fluent in another language. So yeah, that's something that I'm going to be looking into probably this year, I think. Yeah, probably this year. I'm gonna take lessons on that. I think that's gonna be looking forward to that as well. Really looking forward to that. I want to go to the country as well while I'm learning it, because I think that would really help, right? Just because I had, when I used to work in, I used to be assistant manager of a nightclub a long time ago now. But we had this guy came over from Albania, and he couldn't speak English literally at all. And I basically taught him English like every single day, and now he's completely fluent in English and stuff like that. So I do believe it does help living in the country if you don't know the language. So yeah, I'm going to be doing that, I think, for a bit when I'm learning whatever language I'm learning. But yeah, anyway, enough about that. We've got DOT coming through there. We've got a nice move to the upside here, 6.13% there to the downside, 5.15% there. Obviously, guys, you know the score, stagger those take profits all the way up here. But yeah, that's a very nice position to be looking out for there. I'm probably going to mark that on the list there because yeah, there's quite a lot going on there, and quite a lot of potential coming through there. If we do break to the upside, we're going to be above all major moving averages there, which is going to be really quite nice there. It's called the development of languages, new words getting coined into each language. Interesting that. Yeah, interesting stuff there. Lauren will teach us Spanish. That sounds good. That does sound great. Serve KuCoin 14,000% up. Jesus, FOMO to the max. Goodness me. It's a KuCoin for you. Yeah, we'll put DOT on the list of the trade as well. So far we've got Ethereum, BNB, DOT, and Matic. So yeah, we'll see how those go. Let's do, we've hit an hour, guys. So I'm going to do one more request, find a trade in there, and then call it a day. Because I've got my headache's coming back, which is it's just not good. not good. We'll do Luna, shall we? Luna. God, down 10% today on Luna. Luna. Let's get rid of this TA because this is messy. But as you can see, there would have been a breakout to the downside here, guys, from this falling from the symmetrical triangle chart pattern, right? Breakout to the downside here. Entry would have been there. Take profit here. Bang, take profit here. And then basically riding that wave all the way down. Amazing stuff there. But yeah, let's get rid of that for now. And let's do some fresh TA because this is really bad. Really bad. Damn, this is bad. Oh, Luna. You had a good run. Luna had a good run, but unfortunately, it's not looking that great right now. Not looking that great, right? Ella says, yes, and I could teach you Urdu, Hindi, Punjab, Farsi, and French if you like. Damn, you know a lot of languages, Ella. Amazing stuff there. Really, really cool. Yeah, I do really want to learn a lot of other languages. I do want to live. I want to go to Pakistan and live. I want to live there for a bit. I want to live in India for a bit. I want to live in all those sorts of countries and really get into the culture, right? Because I find culture fascinating, and it sounds really cliche, but yeah, I really do. So yeah, something I'm going to be doing in the future. I can't wait to do all that stuff, right? It's going to be really cool. Exciting times. But yeah, so here's the move to the downside for Luna here. The measure moved down. It's looking very bearish right now, guys. Very bearish. If we do get candle body close below this horizontal at 49.51 there, and also below the 200 EMA, because guys, we can still come down today and actually get a candle body close above the 200 EMA and then bang it up from there. We can still do that fairly easily. Just be prepared for obviously a retracement and a daily candle body close above that zone there. So yeah, in terms of a trade for Luna, this is obviously going to be the trade to the lower side here. So yeah, it's definitely something to be looking out for there. If you do get a candle body close below the 200 EMA, I would expect tomorrow here. I would expect tomorrow to probably come up, test these areas around 54 again, and then have continuation down, setting lower highs, and then continuously setting lows again, right? So yeah, that's what I would say about that. Yeah, definitely something to be looking out for there, guys. We'll add that to the list as well. Should we have a look at BiFi? Is that Beefy Finance Leader Crypto? BiFi. Right, this is Beefy Finance, isn't it? Japan is my future home. I'm dying to go like skiing or snowboarding in Japan. I think that'd be unreal. Apparently the snow's like unreal over there. I'm a little bit dubious about the whole raw fish thing, but I'm not really the biggest. To be honest, I'm not really the biggest fish guy in the world at all, right? Because I got food poisoning from fish like a few years ago, and like really it was bad. It was not. It wasn't good. It wasn't good, right? I was in bed for like 3 weeks or something. It was bad. So yeah, that kind of put me off fish for a bit. But I'm trying to broaden my horizon, right? Trying to broaden my horizon at the moment, and I have started eating it again. So yeah, I'm just kind of exploring different fish at the moment. So yeah, it's gonna be cool. And I like fishing as well. So I'm gonna go do some sea fishing soon, I think. In terms of making my weekends more entertaining, just gonna go and do some random sea fishing, right? Beefy Finance not looking too bad actually. It's actually looking like it's climbing up here, considering the rest of the markets here. Beefy Finance is actually doing very well. I think this is Beefy Finance, right? So yeah, that's what I would say about Beefy Finance. It is kind of growing up here, guys, and the trend is not looking too bad in terms of reference of these moving averages as well. If you look at the hourly, see what's good coming through there. We are ranging a bit here on the hourly, but kind of just a nice uptrend, right? It's quite a nice uptrend. I would say there is obviously a trend line coming through there, and obviously another one coming down to the lower side here. That's obviously a rising wedge chart pattern, guys. Rising wedges, they tend to usually break to the downside, right? So this is going to be something to be looking out for there in terms of continuation of this micro downtrend here. You're going to be losing the 55 moving average and then basically riding that wave all the way down to the goddamn floor. No, to the 200 EMA there. It's going to be around a 6.64% gain there. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it from me. Thank you ever so much for tuning in. I do appreciate it. Trade safe out there today. I'm probably going to be back. I've got a video that I'm going to be launching. It's basically showcasing a coin called Vidora, and it's a community that I've been a part of for, I don't know, maybe 8 months now. And it's like it started off as like a Telegram community of just like a load of people discussing new coins and stuff like that, kind of like the community that we've got for CC Gang. And then it just kind of grew into more of a project. And these guys are like, they've just launched NFTs, and they're basically, you can mint the NFTs for like seriously cheap, and it's basically the community are now coming together so we can all earn money together through staking our NFTs and stuff like that. So yeah, and the top guys at the top are like Mike and Daniel and stuff. They're doing some really, really good stuff, and as I said, it's a community that I've been a part of for 8 months or something, and yeah, really, really good stuff. So yeah, I'm going to be showcasing their projects and stuff like that in a video, probably either today or tomorrow. So yeah, you can basically stay tuned, but look out for that in the future, right? But yeah, I will be at my desk all weekend, guys. I'm pretty sure I might go for a cheeky beer down the pub or something. We'll see how we go. But thank you ever so much for tuning in, guys. Do appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you back next week to learn more TA coming through. But yeah, peace out and goodbye from me, Crypto Chester. You know why we're here. We're here to make money. Cold hard cash. My wallet no longer fits in my pocket. Cash. Money.